Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. We're at the Pierre Hotel for the Drama League's 31st annual musical celebration of Broadway, honoring Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award-winning legend James Earl Jones, and the stars came out to celebrate.
Mr. Christopher Sieber. And please welcome the original Prince from Once on This Island, currently starring in If Then, writer, director, composer, actor, Jerry Dixon.
What are you doing here?
I'm helping to celebrate the career of a giant American talent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's nice. Oh yes, well of course, we're all here to celebrate and honor the amazing James Earl Jones, but I want to know, James Earl Jones. What are you doing here now?
They wanted me to start the show, so.
That's funny, because they wanted me to start the show too.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tony nominee for Memphis and coming to Broadway in It Should Have Been You, the brilliant and beautiful Miss Montego Glover.
What are you doing here?
I'm opening a show, Chris. They said they wanted someone powerful and moving like...
Oh, thank you.
Jerry, really?
Oh, yeah.
James Earl Jones.
Exactly. But since you two are standing here with such long faces, you can help me. Because after all, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not how you go, it's how you land.
1,000 to 1 shot. They call him a klutz.
Can outrun the favorite, all you need is the guts.
Your final return will not diminish.
You can be the cream of the crop. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. If you start at the top, you're certain to drop. Better watch your timing. Better start by climbing up the ladder.
If you're going to last, you can't take it fast, man. Nobody starts a winner. Give me a slow beginner.
Easy does it concern your fine abundance. Easy does it, for that's your life insurance while you are young.
Take it wrong after wrong after wrong after wrong after wrong.
It's not where you start,
It's where you finish. It's not how you go, it's how you land. Like hundreds of actors, you started out small, but loaded with talent, James, you passed them all. Your final return will not diminish. You are the cream of the crop. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And you're gonna finish on top. G H I J K L. Your final return will not diminish. You are the cream of the crop. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And you went and finished on top.
not where you start, it's where you finish.
You were Darth Vader.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
My voice changed in kindergarten.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And you're sitting pretty on the top.
You've been down this road before, right?
This is, I think, my fourth one. What is going on? I keep doing all these great events. Yes, this is the fourth one, and we get to honor the amazing James Earl Jones. So I think that's why I do it, because I get to meet the really fun people like Angela Lansbury, Patti LuPone, and now James Earl Jones. So this is and it's fun. All I have to do is sing an opening number with Montego Glover and Jerry Dixon. So that's terrible.
So tell me what has brought you here tonight.
My goodness, we are celebrating the work of James Earl Jones. My gosh. Yeah, I'm a fan. I've always been a fan. He's been in my life my whole life, and so it gives me a great pleasure to sing for him tonight.
Was he there today? He wasn't there for the run through it all, was he?
He was not. And in fact, we were waiting for him for the champagne toast. I turned around and Mr. James Earl Jones was just standing in front of me. I almost flipped out. So I very politely excused myself and went around him and got it together and then appeared fresh and ready to greet the day because he's amazing. He's an icon.
You were coming back to Broadway. Tell me.
I know, it's very exciting. The show is called It Should Have Been You. It's opening at the Brooks Atkinson. David Hyde Pierce, Precious Man, is directing. It's an ensemble cast. Tyne Daly and Harriet Harris and Sierra Boggess, Lisa Howard, myself, Chip Zien, David Burka. We're going to have a blast. A big old wedding. A big musical about a wedding.
So here we are back at the Drama League. You've been here before, right?
Yes, just one other time. Yes, well, we honored Patti LuPone that time, and it was amazing time to be here.
So tell me what tonight means to you. Here we are honoring James Earl Jones.
One of the greatest actors in the world, and not just one of the greatest actors in the world, but kind of a hero of mine. And I mean, forget about Mufasa and forget about Darth Vader. Let's talk about the Great White Hope. Let's talk about Othello. Let's talk about being one of the first African-American men on television doing, not General Hospital, but doing soap operas. I mean, his career spans almost everything that every other African-American actor wanted to do. He kind of set the bar for. And it's an honor just to be a part of a celebration to celebrate a man that has done so much, and he's the nicest guy in the world. Yeah.
What are you doing in the show tonight?
I get to sing a song from a show called Stop the World, I Want to Get Off. It's called Gonna Build a Mountain.
Well, how excited are you to be here tonight?
It's so thrilling to be here and honoring a fantastic man that I've idolized for so many years, as well as getting together with the entire Broadway community to do it together and perform a little bit for him and everyone else that's here. So really excited, and to get dressed up a little bit.
What are you singing tonight?
We're singing with James, and we are singing Build That Mountain, and as well as doing a little something sassy with You Can't Take It With You, which I don't want to reveal yet, but
It's all for afterwards anyway.
okay, so we're doing a little salt and pepper sassy action. We're going to take our robes off, our coral robes off, and do a little hip hop and point at him and just sing tons of love to him. It's going to be so much fun.
And being here for the Drama League, what it means?
Being here for the Drama League is just a fantastic opportunity to celebrate what we do here in New York and our community specifically of art. And I'm really happy to be here.
So here we are again. How many years have you two attended the Drama League benefits?
Attended over 20. I've been a board member since I think 2009. So it's a while.
Stuart, for you.
Oh my gosh, I go back to when Julia Hansen was running the place. I just was so enticed by the idea of getting involved with the director's program. I said, this makes it a solid organization. I can't wait to do something with them.
Tell me what you love about this event, the one they have tonight and the luncheon they do at springtime.
This one is just a celebration of an individual or a couple. We were honored in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a celebration of somebody's work and their passion for the theater. And the awards are, again, another celebration, but it's honoring people that have performed off-Broadway or Broadway during that season. So they get the dais of 100 actors up there, and it's very different than this. This is just one person. Tonight, it's the amazing James Earl Jones.
I was just going to say, I love your haircut.
Thank you very much.
When did you have it done, and why did you have it done?
When did I have it done? Have it done. It's me in the bathroom alone with clippers, and I was going on a road trip with my fiance, and I was like, you know what? I'm not working right now. Let's do it. I've never, and I hate my giant curly afro. So I don't hate it. I needed a change.
It looks dynamite. You look wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel like it's Liza. It's very Liza-esque.
No, you need those longer sideburns.
Not gonna happen.
No, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
You look very handsome, sir, as always.
Thank you very much.
I love this. What has brought you here tonight?
James Earl Jones. They asked me to sing for him. I just sung for him for a private toast. So I sang "You're the Top" with new lyrics, and I also am singing "Brush Up Your Shakespeare" for him.
Okay. What was it like singing for him at the toast?
Pretty good. Pretty great. I mean, good in the sense of like exciting. I'm a huge. It's so random. I'm a huge Field of Dreams fan as a child, and also Sneakers, a movie that not many people know. But and also everything else he's done. So just the idea to be in a room with him was enough for me to come. So I was excited. I got to.
Stand by. Just so you know, you might be pregnant after this interview.
Oh dear, it's going to make a lot of headlines.
That's going to make the Broadway headlines. Breaking news here at Broadway World. You guys are so handsome. Tell me what's brought you all here tonight.
Oh, well, we're here to honor Mr. James Earl Jones and his illustrious career.
Yeah. What he said.
I know. And to help out the Drama League.
Yeah, Drama League. What an amazing man. What an amazing career. And we're just like very proud and happy to be a part of it. So,
tell me what you're singing tonight for him.
We are singing "Hard" from Damn Yankees. Little baseball theme. I think.
Yep. Yeah.
Little quartet thing. You know, we do that every once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while. But we're kicking off some we sort sing of together. baseball tribute of his life, the life of his baseball movies and plays, Fences, Field of Dreams, stuff like that.
So here we are back at the Drama League. How excited are you?
It's really wonderful. I love the Drama League. I love John O'Herbosh, and I love James Earl Jones. So it's wonderful that we're honoring him tonight. I saw a little bit of the show in tech rehearsal, and it's absolutely exquisite. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll come to terms, as they say. It's really beautiful, and the Drama League, is a very, very important part of the theatrical community. Very supportive of actors, directors, playwrights. So we're very excited to be here. So anyway, that's that.
Working with James Earl Jones, what is that like, sharing a stage with him?
Well, I have to tell you, there is that moment when the very first night, first preview, and I was like, really? I'm on the stage with James Earl Jones. But he is such a humble man. He doesn't know he's James Earl Jones. I think he just thinks he's James Earl, some guy. He's not some guy. He's a legend. He's an icon. And it's so funny because Sigourney Weaver, because I like to drop names, Sigourney Weaver was at our show recently, and he was all excited. He goes, "Oh, she's a very big star. She's a real star." And I was like, "Oh, okay, she is, but you're an icon. Hello?" And he goes, "No, but she's a real star." And I thought, okay, that's how humble he is. And he's a pro, he's never missed a show. He's unbelievable. He's 84 years old. He's amazing. So I'm really, really, really thrilled that I'll be able to say that I did the Kaufman and Hart American classic play, You Can't Take It With You, with James Earl Jones. Come on now. I can sort of retire.
It doesn't get any better than that, does it really?
It does not get any better than that. No.
Sharing the stage with James Earl Jones is truly incredible. It's delicious.
It is thrilling.
It is sweet.
It is memorable.
It is intoxicating.
He is always graceful.
Always present.
Always joyful.
He always allows you to be your best.
He's inspiring too. He is a hearty McHearty.
He's quick to laugh.
And always quick with a dirty limerick. Little known fact, James Earl Jones likes dirty limericks. So James, for you tonight. There once was a fellow, McSweeney, who spilled some gin on his
You said it! I can't believe you said it! But just to be couth, he added vermouth and slipped his young miss a martini.
Cheers. We gotta bring him back.
James, because we are all having the time of our lives working with you.
And to raise the roof just a little.
We could think of no better way to honor your dignity and your wit than with this deep and heartfelt song.
He's got that voice, but he's a big old teddy bear. He is such a teddy bear, and he loves to laugh, and I was always trying to, crack some corny jokes to make him laugh, but he was just the best.
So what are you doing tonight? What can you tell us about what you're doing in the show tonight?
I'm doing a duet. The only problem is one of the persons that's supposed to be part of the duet, because of the weather, Felicia Rashad, she can't make it tonight. So I'm doing everything. Pray for me.
Well, if anybody can sing a duet with themselves, it's Leslie Uggams. You've done everything.
I have. This is a first. This is a first, but I'll make it through.
We're being honored tonight for The Good Wife. How excited are you tonight, sir?
I think Robert and Michelle King and I are incredibly excited. This was a wonderful surprise and I think a great honor.
You're also being honored because you give so many Broadway actors a job on The Good Wife from the New York theater community. Was that something you strived for when you began the show?
I think always. I mean, when you're shooting a show in New York and you have access to this talent pool, why not go as big as you can? I mean, you want to go from those who are working in the chorus, the gypsies, and you want to go right up to the top,
This show has become such a huge success. Why do you think that is?
I think people call it the best show on network television. I think because it's a cable show on a broadcast network. I think it satisfies both things.
Tell me how excited you are, Alan. I know we spoke downstairs to be here tonight.
Well, it's such a lovely thing. I mean, James Earl Jones is such a lovely man, as well as a legend. And also for me to get to give the Kings and Mark Sachs an award to sort of to show not just to show like the appreciation that the Broadway community has of having such a great show that shoots here, but also that actors get to do these really great roles, that it's the kind of show that is different, I think, and I think it needs theatre actors to I guess this show, it writes these morally ambivalent characters, and I think theatre actors are much more used to that concept than most TV shows tell you what to think.
Yeah. Because I spoke to Mark, and I asked Mark what he thought the success of the show was, and he said, we're really a cable show, like an HBO gritty kind of show on a network. It's never been done before.
Yeah.
Why do you think the show is so successful, Alan?
I really think it's because, the writing. You're only as good as the material you're given. And I think the writing is brilliant. And also that it doesn't tell you what to think. That really is. And I think people are, the person that you think is you are an ally of and you like suddenly does something you totally disapprove of, and the guy you think is a total dick suddenly does something you feel such sympathy for. So it constantly challenges you about who and what you root for, and I don't think there's many shows on television that do that so daringly.
So we're back at the Drama League.
Here we are.
You love the Drama League, don't you?
I do love the Drama League. I think what they do is really important. I'm going to talk about that a little bit tonight. But they are doing things in the theater in terms of supporting young artists and really putting themselves out in relation to supporting directors that many other organizations are not doing, and that's why they fill this incredible need in our community.
So how excited are you to be here tonight?
I am. This is tremendous to me. They asked me if I would introduce the section on baseball for James Earl Jones, because some of the greatest speeches that he's ever given have to do with baseball. And aren't we lucky that the person they chose to do those speeches turned out to be James Earl Jones? Baseball is different from anything else, and America listens to baseball with its heart. And what a perfect actor to do those speeches is James Earl Jones. This is thrilling to meet all these people, and it's fabulous.
Well, for our fans that don't know, tell them what you do.
Well, I am the radio voice of the New York Yankees, and I have one of my 5 rings here. So, Richie, look at you.
I love this. Talk about bling.
Yeah,
sports bling is the biggest, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's not the same as football bling, but baseball bling is pretty good.
Tell me how excited you are to be here tonight.
Wow, to be included in this means I'm just going to speak selfish for a second. This is huge. I mean, I feel like I'm in the business. For 30 years, this man means so much to me, and the idea that they would invite me here, I cannot tell you. It sort of bookends for me a beginning and an end in my little career inside of his big career. I learned a lot from him, and I'm proud to be here.
Talk about the first show you did with him and what it was like working with him.
Well, I remember I'm a young actor. I did a series called Gabriel's Fire. Every day I came to work, I watched James Earl Jones get frustrated. He would, there were obstacles, there were things wrong, which is true of any TV series. And I'm brand new, and I watched him and how he handled them. And I have to tell you, 30 years later, that's what I do. I basically learned his way. For instance, I'll share a couple things with you. He won't change a line. Does not believe in that. He'll ask, he'll question it, we'll work on it, but he doesn't just change the line. He tries to find a way to work it out. I do that to this day. He on the script, he wipes out all the stuff that says what the actor should be doing. I got that from him. But most of all, the way he comes to, it's just his commitment. And we all think of that voice, that smile is what carries you through. What a great human being.
So here, how excited are you to be here tonight?
I think I might be senior. I've known Jimmy for half a century, since '65.
Really?
James Earl, yes. So there's that part. And the other thing is that it's like, this is his one night off of 8 a week. And here he is coming to be with us so we can all grab some of the glow. You know, but I have stories to tell. I promise not to tell them all. But because we're supposed to be singing, so I'm going to sing a story.
What are you singing tonight? This is all for afterwards. What are you doing tonight?
I put a lyric to Rodgers and Hart's "Have You Met Miss Jones," and turned it around a little bit because I like to do stupid stuff like that, and I'm hoping there's absolution from the grave. And I brought Steve Lutbeck with me to play, who is the composer and lyricist and father of A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. So he's my fancy surprise guest. And I've known Jimmy and Cece. Our daughter Elizabeth, our first daughter, used to babysit Flynn Earl Jones. So you see, not everybody has those credentials, honey.
What was it like meeting him early on? I mean, what do you admire the most about him as an actor and as a human being?
He's a truth teller. He means to be a truth teller, and he does it in such a way that people just are magnetized by him. I think he's one of the most extraordinary actors that we have ever had in this country, and I could watch him all day long. Because the thing is, and I think this is partly in my spiel, but what you feel, or at least what I felt from James Earl Jones when I first met him, was that I had known him my entire life, and that I would continue to know him my whole life, and that I was really interested in what had been going on with him. And I think he does that to everybody. I don't think he does it on purpose. I think it just happens. I don't know whether it's Buddha nature or what, but he's in there to know, and the feeling of security that you know him.
All right, how excited are you to be here tonight?
Oh, I'm thrilled. We're all so thrilled. I mean, we revere this man so much, and we get to enjoy the stage with him every day, and it's heaven. It's a delight. So it's only fitting. So we're pretty happy.
Well, let's talk about what is it like sharing a stage with James Earl Jones.
It's sharing a stage with James Earl Jones is seriously just. an incredible blessing, and I really promise myself every day to take a moment at least once a show to just be like, here we are. Oh my gosh. Usually it's a bows with a prayer at the end because, you know, the show's pretty fast-paced. But he's having a blast, and so that just encourages everyone in the audience and on stage to have a blast as well. And I mean, what an amazing leader, really.
And for you to come to Broadway, has it always been a dream? Talk about being here.
Yeah. Oh, it's always been a dream. And since I came, you started back into show business in 2004. I mean, it's the reason I never have left New York too. Yeah. You know, theater's so important to me, and it is the gym for our craft. I always say, and it's what brought me back. I mean, I don't know what would have, I don't know if I would be back in show business if it wasn't for living in New York and seeing great theater. And that's exactly why I had to come back and do this. So yeah, now that it's been, a decade or so, it's pretty great and sweet and heavenly to be on Broadway.
So what's it like being shot out of a cannon? Here you are going into this hit show that's already running. Some are still there, some have left. I mean, did you go in with Richard Thomas?
Richard and I went in together, so that was, oh my God, that was heaven because I think, it would have been a little bit of a different experience going by yourself. We at least had each other. We were going in tandem. We were skydiving in tandem.
It's been crazy putting it together because you're working around everyone's conflicts and schedules, but everyone wants to be there for James. So it's just trying to figure out, who you do here, who you do there. And then we added a lot of audio and clips and things, so putting all that stuff together, anything we can do to surprise him is worth it. So, and everyone put so much heart into it because he's so loved by so many people. People flew in from LA to be part of this. George Lucas sent us a video from Singapore or something. So, and his secretary made sure, because James was working on the first film she was ever part of. He kind of chaperoned her and took care of her when she entered the set, and she wanted to make sure George Lucas got that video, and he did, and it's great. So I can't wait to watch his face during the show tonight.
And the importance of the Drama League, what it means to you.
They create so many opportunities. They support theater. They support emerging theater artists. They give people space when they can't find space to make things happen. And they're just this huge network of support underneath the theater community, just keeping us supported and building us up so we can keep going forward.
Tell me how excited you are, Elizabeth, to be here tonight for James Earl Jones.
Well, to be any place for James Earl Jones. I mean, all those cliches that are flung about willy-nilly so totally apply. I mean, he's a global treasure.
And to be on the stage with him is one of the great, great privileges for any journeyman actor such as myself. Thank you, James.
I'm so excited. I'm always excited to be in James's company and in the theater. Just the theater is so exciting. But just standing by for James, this is the second time I've done it. On Golden Pond, I was very fortunate to stand by on tour and on Broadway for him. And just being in his company, and people ask me, have you been on yet? And I say, I'm on every night because I'm with him. I flow with him, even though I'm out in the audience. And I love him, and we all do. And we're honoring him tonight. And it's just a privilege to be here.
But here's the deal, Mr. J is for real. You feel? His body of work does the talking. If you think you know James, then you better step back, cause you don't know Jack. You can tell your story walking.
Stepping on stage with James Earl don't come free. It's like stepping in the ring with Muhammad Ali. He's a great white hope, the pinnacle, the peak. Knock you out with one shot, 8 shows a week. He's the great white hope. You won't know. So keep up or grab your towel and yourself you can't cope. My boy played a fellow Big Daddy King Lear. What you do about nothing in London like last year?
So buy your tickets now, yo, don't be lazy. They'll drive you crazy like it drove Miss Daisy.
Say it again now. theater, movies, to Sesame Street. In Field of Dreams, he wielded the magical spell. He even played Malcolm X long before Denzel. This is CNN. This is CNN. Simba. This is CNN. Simba. This is CNN. Simba. This is CNN. Simba. Look, I am your father. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Here we are, Jimmy, you're the best man. A born storyteller, we're your #1 fan.
He's a #1 brother, don't you know that's the truth? The rest of us are just trying to keep up with the joke.
Yes.
Hey, 84 years, that's a wonderful life. You've had a 50-year career, a kid, a beautiful wife. So on behalf of those who love you, like Cece and Lynn, we just want to say, James Earl for the win!
First, I must thank you all, the Drama League, my dear friends, old and new, and all the amazing artists who gave their time and their talent to this extraordinary evening. I can't thank enough my fellow cast members. I don't know who bred them, but they're... And I can't thank them enough for giving up their night off. You know, I've been around a long time, and I've received some truly remarkable accolades. But a musical tribute to me is by far the most improbable music salute I could ever have dreamed of. And boy, oh boy, Nick Corley. An incredible amount of imagination and inspiration must have gone into planning this. And Nick, by the way, now that you've helped me and Scott get me through my first comedy on Broadway, would you think of me as a song and dance man? There's time. There's time. My character in You Can't Take It With You has a line. If this keeps on, I want to live to be 150. Well, I can't say it any better than that. Thank you.